Okay, today we are tackling a problem that I know drives just about every single professional completely nuts. The client who goes dark. We're going to break down a really cool AI prompt that can turn that radio silence into a signed deal. Let's just jump right in. So, does this whole scenario sound a little too familiar? You have a fantastic conversation with a potential client. They seem super excited. They ask you for a quote. You pour hours into getting that proposal just right. You hit send, and then nothing. Just crickets. A few days go by, then a week, and you're just sitting there completely stumped, wondering what on earth went wrong. Well, here's the big secret. Your first instinct in this situation is almost always wrong. We immediately think the silence means no, that our price was too high or they went with somebody else. But the truth is usually way, way simpler and a lot less personal. You haven't been rejected. You've just been forgotten. So this is the most important thing to grasp. We have to stop treating client silence like it's some big objection we need to argue against and start seeing it for what it is, a distraction we need to cut through. Honestly, that one little shift in how you think about it, it is the absolute key to a follow-up strategy that actually gets results. I mean, just try to picture your client's day, right? They are drowning in emails, they're bouncing from one meeting to the next, and they're constantly putting out unexpected fires. So your proposal, which was probably their top priority for about 5 minutes, has now been buried under a total avalanche of new stuff. Their silence isn't a judgment on you or your work. It's just a symptom of being a busy professional in today's world. And you can really see the difference right here. The old annoying way is that email we all hate to send and get. The just checking in email. It's totally built on that fear of rejection, and all it does is create awkward pressure. But the new way, the strategic way, it assumes they're distracted, so it works to relieve pressure by actually giving them something of value with every single email. So you're probably thinking, okay, how do I create this perfect strategic follow-up sequence without it taking up my entire day? Well, this is where AI becomes your superpower. We can use one simple, well-crafted prompt in a tool like ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini to do all the heavy lifting for us. And this is it. This is the exact prompt. Take a second to really look at it. Notice how incredibly specific it is, right? It's not just asking for a follow-up email. No, it's a complete recipe. It details the number of emails, the exact timing, the goal for each one, and even asks for subject lines. That kind of detail is what gets you a truly amazing result from any AI tool. All right, so let's break down the 3-part sequence that this awesome prompt spits out. You're going to see that each email has a very specific job to do, and they build on each other without ever being pushy or annoying. The structure is it's perfect. You start off with a really gentle nudge. Then you follow up with some compelling proof, and you finish with a final, totally no-pressure way for them to get back in touch. It's patient, it's professional, and it's what I like to call smartly persistent. So here's what that looks like over the course of 1 week. The timing here is so important. It's spaced out so you're not bombarding them, but it's frequent enough that you stay on their radar. Each step is designed to build on the last one, offering them a really easy way to either say yes, let's go, or just close the loop politely. Now, this all sounds really good in theory, doesn't it? But does this kind of smart persistence actually get results in the real world? Oh yeah. The answer is a huge, resounding yes. And hey, this isn't just some made-up number. One freelancer who put this exact AI-generated sequence into practice saw a 40% increase in closed deals. I mean, think about that. A 40% jump in business just by changing how they follow up. That's incredible. So what's the secret sauce here? Why is this so effective? Well, it's because it hits all the right notes, psychologically speaking. You stay on their radar without being annoying. But what's more important is by adding value in each email, you're building a little bit of goodwill. You're diagnosing the problem correctly, it's distraction, and you're making it incredibly simple for a busy person to just pick the conversation right back up. And you know what the best part is? You can start using this today, like right now. The process couldn't be simpler. Copy the prompt we just showed you, customize it with your client's details and your offer, and let your favorite AI tool generate the sequence. Then, all you have to do is send the emails and start converting those silent leads into happy clients. So I'll leave you with this one last thought to chew on. We spend so much time and energy trying to perfect our sales pitch, right? Trying to build the perfect proposal. But what if the real key, the thing that actually unlocks more business, isn't a more persuasive argument, but just a smarter, more human, and more persistent way of following up?